I already did a video for today. I just haven't put it up, so I'll do something with this tomorrow. It's on. I mentioned I had a little issue with measuring. Yeah, instead of being all half-inch holes in those pieces of 1x2 tubing, I actually ended up running part of them out to 11/16. And one of them, I had to take the die grinder too and go another 3/8 of an inch, or go another 3/16 of an inch, I should say. It'd be that one right there holding the motor to it. Yeah. If I'd have flipped the thing up and actually got to the holes and measured it, would have been a little different. I got the other ones close enough, but it happens. Shooting straight out the back like that ain't gonna work for us. So I'm popping the pump apart and rotate it a quarter turn, shoot it straight up, which will put the primer hole up where it should be instead of down there. God knows I don't want to try to turn that thing a quarter turn, because you break that casting, you're done. So, yeah. Everything we got where we got to cross the creek, that pipe has to be up in the air. Has to be up in here somewhere. So, about a foot above. And we split it coming out of that. We run to go across the creek, and then we also run one off to the side for doing the bottom there where the pump is. So, bolts are out. They used more than enough silicone. I mean, there's a bunch here. We peeled a bunch off over there already. And it's stuck. I just leaned pretty good on the end of that. Didn't break it yet, so I don't want to beat on it too much. Probably going to start with just a bar. There's a few good places to get in there to pry. So biggest thing is I want it to come off nice and easy and not bust something. And while I got it off, I'll pull one of the plugs I got on the outside just to make it easier. That plug right there, that'll come out and get a ball valve put in there for draining it. We used to pull plugs on pumps all the time, and God, in and out, lose the damn plug while you're letting it drain, then you got to find another plug, and it's just so much nicer. Just put a stinking ball valve in there and don't worry about it. When you're done for the year, open it up and walk away. You're done. So, I still got lots to go on this. I got to get the other pump dug out, the one that we were using here at home, because I need the control panel off of it to run this one. And that's got a little 110 volt, I think it's a horse or horse and a half pump on it, that years ago we had an underground line that came up so Mom could water the garden, and it's what we used to have water out where the back barn is for a water trough. It all came out of the creek in the summer. And we don't have that. I mean, there's still some of that line underground, but it was the old black plastic hose, which, if you got gophers around, they love that stuff. So we don't use that stuff for anything other than where we run a underground barrier wire through a gate hole or something. I'll put that in, so if something happens to the underground wire, hook a new one to it, pull it through, and you don't got to dig it out. That's about all we use it for. So get this done and figure out where to mount that other pump on here. It's got to get mounted where we can get the suction line to it. It doesn't have to get wired in with this one, so realistically, if I figure out where I'm going to put it and then take this thing down to the pump shop and let them hook her up and put a phase protector on it. That's what happened to the other pump last summer. Line shorted out up at the road when the power pole went down, and it phased it out and burnt one side clear out of it. They said when they sent it in to get rewound, they ended up sending the field and the armature down still together because they couldn't get it apart. They said, yeah, the guys down there loved it. They had like 100-ton press, and they thought they were going to break the press trying to get the pieces apart. So, it had a little fun. The only thing I see I'm kind of concerned with here is the threads right there at the outlet. I wish I had a 2-inch tap. I would run a tap through there and clean that up before we put it together, but I don't. And what we got coming off the other one, it was a fire pump out of a VA hospital in Vancouver, Washington. So it was all flange mounted. And I'm kind of considering maybe picking up another flange and a short nipple. So all I got to do is take 4 bolts out on the other and bolt it right to this. We'll see what happens. I haven't done that yet. That's for the end of the road. That's for when we're ready to use it. And I'll run a brace up off the back of the frame here to help support that pipe that goes across the creek. There's almost 80 feet. No, there's about 70 feet of pipe off there. And from where it goes through a tree that supports it, there's 35 or 40 feet of that is downhill to this, and I'll lean it on it. So better safe than sorry. If it's supported, it can't go anywhere. So, hey, that's a start for this one. Hopefully next time you'll see it together, or maybe if I get that off, I'll show you what it looks like on the inside for anybody that doesn't know. It was slow. Shots are done. This is that 15th calf.
Little Miss Moosey.
She's done much better with some steroids and a little multi-min.
Did you do?
And 6 and 2. Tom at TNR Red Angus, he commented about new floor help. Yeah, it does. I like to watch their temperature. This morning, yep, she did it. Yesterday at 102.1, I wasn't going to worry about it. Oh, 101.6, sorry about that. I get corrected. I was thinking she was higher than that. And today it was 103.2. My rule of thumb is if we get over 102.5, but then keep in mind, not all thermometers are created equal. And we have monitored some that hung right at 102.3, 102.4. And we did like for a week straight, checking temps twice a day on some of these just to see what's going on. And, it's either the thermometer's off or the calf is just abnormally a little on the high side. No big deal. But when we go from, 101 something and we break 103, 103 definitely. Usually I throw another shot in there that helps with the temperature, but I didn't on her because I don't know that she needs it. She's active. She's not lethargic. And by the way, there is proof she does eat on her own. Honestly, the first time I've seen her eating on her own. Number one got me a little video while I was getting antibiotics for her. And she's got it figured out. And Mama's got it figured out that she can stand there and let her do it.
The only one she's not getting on is that right hind.
She's still having trouble getting on the right hind one. And that teat, when the udder's full, that teat has
a hard spot,
an abnormal shape and a hard spot. I think that somehow the udder is into the teat. Because once it's milked down and the udder's not hard, the teat's not messed up. It looks normal. It feels normal. So, but at any rate,
good mama. Yeah,
there
good
she
mama.
is.
Good girl. Hi, Moosey. You're just playing around now, silly. She's playing.
She got this side pretty well drained on the front anyway. The back's,
the back's still
halfway drained. It ain't clear full, but anyway, this is Tuesday. That must be the 31st because yesterday was the 30th. So here we are, almost out of March. Almost out of March, nothing planted, and March is going out like a lion. We got over an inch of rain overnight. The wind blew all
thank
night.
you, Mama. Oh, good girl.
So you know how much sleep I didn't get.
Oh, thank you.
So, okay. Show you some more things at some point, too. You know how it goes. But hey, calf eating breakfast. One of the best things to see. I figured she must have figured it out because we haven't put the cow in the lockups for a couple of days now.
Yeah, good, Mom.
And the calf has been perky. Of course, like I say, help their lungs get past not working right, and
Well, I can tell you.
makes a big difference on perkiness.
So the day that we noticed, she had 128 heart rate.
So anyway, I'm going to let you go for this one for now. I'll bring you back later for something. Hey, look, she does do things around here. She's busy chipping. Really, for a lot of that in there, she can probably get in there with the needle scaler. But there's what they look like on the inside. This is the cleaner one, the one that was actually still serviceable. This one, I haven't knocked the shoes off yet. It takes a punch and a big hammer because they are stuck right there. Isn't that pretty? Any of you that know what these are supposed to look like in here. Yeah, if I had a clean one sitting here apart, I would show you for those that don't. This happened to be the site they had the air lines hooked up wrong on the air can, so the brakes didn't exactly work, so all it did was trap fertilizer in there and rust. Now, if I said it before or not, this is the axle that was on my service truck when I got it. It spent 20 years as a fertilizer buggy before I got it. So if you've seen the video on that, and most of it's just picture video, but you'll see part of what I had to contend with. And a lot of it looked a lot like that. But once you clean it up, it's good underneath. So I don't really like all this stuff crammed up against the wheel seals, but they don't show any sign of leakage. So I'm not going to fight it to take it apart. I thought the pinion was a little loose when we still had everything together, but with everything apart, I can't find where it's loose. So I think we're just going to run with it. We'll clean everything up so it can come apart. And another quickie, before this gets too long, I don't want it too long. It's going with some other stuff. I had to find something to end it with. So we'll make the end now. Couple people I said I'd give them some shout outs, and one that I missed last time. Sorry about that, Southern Dirt 95. Yeah, Southern Dirt 95. He's got him a little farm and got him some dirt moving equipment. I'm not real sure how much of the farming he does, but he's cleaning it up and doing some dirt work. A couple others, Hurricane Creek Farms, cattle outfit in Tennessee. He only got 25 subs. It's a nice little channel. What I see, the guy's doing stuff right, and he's showing it the right way, explaining stuff well. And if you leave a comment, he don't take him long to get back to you. Turner Farms. I just came across them a couple days ago. Looks like they've been at this for a couple of years, and they've only got 228 subs. One of the teenage boys doing the videoing, and he shows pretty much every aspect there is of their operation. They haul a lot of poop, and silage and whatever else. I haven't seen enough videos to see what all their operation is. But here's the one I told the kid I'd give him one. Young kid. He's actually gained a few subs. He had a little help. Kai Formerman shouted him out here a week or so ago and caught him a few. Dairy farming with Trenton. I don't know how old this kid is. He's young. Now, if I had to throw a guess out there, and I'll let him correct me in the comments if you'd like, I'm going to say he's around 12 years old. Keep in mind, I'm an old fart, so once they're below 18 or 20, it's throw the dice and see how old they are. See, she'll admit to that.
And your eyes have still two, so what's the
Pretty
big
much.
difference?
That's still that little 2 or 3 year old I had sitting on my lap, showing her how to run the excavator and showing her how to run the skid steer.
And driving truck.
Yeah, and driving truck.
I
I think she was about 8 months old, standing on my legs, had a hold of the steering wheel, and somewhere there's a picture of it. Her mother got that picture, big huge grin on her face.
No hair.
And
yeah.
her and her sister both grew up on the doghouse of a cab over Freightliners. So,
And ever since then, Cavaliers are my favorite.
but anyway, thought I'd show you this part of the project. I did a bunch of measuring and a bunch of figuring. I'm gonna have to make spacers. Thank you, Donovan Volk, for suggesting that. I might have figured that out on my own eventually, but I was thinking it was gonna be further than I wanted to go. I think 11-inch spacers will do it. We might make them 12-inch just because.
That's your math for the summer.
And she says I do math different than her. That's because I learned math the right way. I didn't have to do it the wrong way. So, anyway, that's where we are. I just got to figure what I need to make the spacers with. That's going to be part of the fun part. But it will work, and the spacers will work for the skinny tires too. That don't bother me getting them out that much farther. It's a lot more stable on the hills. And this project's made it this far. Got the pump housing turned around and back on, sealed up. We always use the valve right there. Why? Because we use a small pump to prime the big pump with. A whole lot easier and faster, especially if you're starting out from scratch. Hopefully you only got to do it the one time a year, but you can't always get in a good position to bucket water out of the creek either. And that jack was a stabilizer jack on our old pump. I think that's going to go on here in place of the one that don't have any guts in it up there that just works as a stand. It's short enough to work like it should, so we can use it, make it easier to hook up. Oh, anyway, that's it for now, I guess. It's Tuesday the 31st. Tomorrow, obviously, is going to be a wild card day. So many people stuck at home with so many great pranks that they thought about for a whole year to pull on their coworkers. And all I have to say is, if I get pranked by my coworker, she thinks she's seen me upset before.
It's all right, Dad. I got a good one.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. I've seen a couple more pop up today. Just keep going slowly but surely, and that's fine with me. I don't mind it being slow, just so it keeps going. Then of course I'm going to get to that point where I'm going to be afraid of being too big. That may never happen. Who knows? I know I won't get too big to the point where I tell you things that are stupid. At least I know what I'm talking about when I open my mouth. If I don't, hey, I'm going to ask somebody to correct me. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate that. And leave a comment. You know, so far I still got a small enough channel I get back to everybody. And I plan on being able to get back to everybody. I hope.
And your coworker does.
Oh yeah, and my coworker, she tries to get back to people too.
Okay, but Murphy's still my favorite Australian.
And
I'll put that out there.
and she's stuck with having to talk about Murphy and you
No,
know.
she's the happy chicken.
And hey, speaking of, tomorrow is April. Murphy said he's going to start a channel in April.
I'm holding you to it, Murphy.
Let's see what we get. And we had a couple hours of sunshine and it's starting to rain again and getting dark out. And it's only 2 in the afternoon. So I know the sun ain't gone down. It's just going to dump again. Yay. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.